We welcome you to this broadcast of women's basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Ohio Northern University Sports Center, where Ohio Wesleyan will take on the Polar Bears of Ohio Northern. Today's game brought to you by John and Tony's, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Jalapenos, Mexican Grill, whatever cards and games, and NKTelco, all bringing you this afternoon's contest between Ohio Northern and Ohio Wesleyan. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action here on NKTelco Sports of this afternoon's game. A Tuesday afternoon before Thanksgiving. Ohio Northern comes in today's play winners of 3 straight, 3-0, looking to match last year's start of 4-0. Ohio Northern averaging 65.3 points per game. Good defensive figure for the Polar Bears so far through the season, holding the opposition to only 50 points. Strong rebounding team here in the early going are the Polar Bears, with 48 rebounds compared to the opponent's 44. And from the field, opponents are only shooting 27.8% from the field. Ohio Wesleyan comes in 2-3, lost a couple of games at a very difficult tournament in St. Louis. Lost also to Wilmington by 3 in overtime. Victories 62-59, and a win over and a loss to Co by 1 at 48-47. We've got college basketball coming up here in NKTelco Sports. We'll return right after this.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we have the coolest beverages in town and specials to satisfy all appetites.
Check out our Facebook page for all the details and times of Brownie's Pies. Get this great pizza by the slice or take home a whole pie. And don't forget his spectacular subs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we have all the supplies you need for game day celebrations.
Four Seasons Drive-Thru, 205 North Main Street in Ada. Great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
Go Bears!
Back here at the Ohio Northern University Sports Center, they'll be introducing the starting lineups here for today's contest. As you can hear, Mike Miller on the public address announcer as always for Ohio Northern, and Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Northern coach Mark Hilsman holds them in high regards, feels they're a very strong team despite that 2-3 record, a very strong tournament they played in before coming to Ohio Northern. As the starting lineup about to be introduced for the Battling Bishops of Ohio Wesleyan there in the North Coast Athletic Conference. Always a good matchup. Ohio Northern won the affair by 14 a year ago, as they're about to introduce the starting lineup for Ohio Wesleyan under head coach Stacy Ungashik-Lobdell. 2-3. And they play a considerable number of OAC squads, as number 11, Casey Schipfer out of Mechanicsburg, a junior. At number 15, sophomore Alyssa Greiner. And number 24, a junior, Elizabeth Holman. At number 42, a sophomore Carly Ross. And number 44 in the post position, a junior, Lauren Dennison, a 6-footer out of Watkins Memorial. So it's Schipfer, Greiner, Holman, Ross, and Dennison. That's the starters for Ohio Wesleyan. Now for the Ohio Northern University Polar Bears. They come in 3-0 on the season. Head coach for Ohio Northern, Mark Hilsman. Starters for the Polar Bears, 5'5" senior, number 3, Bryn Serban, out of West Allegheny High School in Pittsburgh. And number 10, a senior, 5'7", from Ottoville, Casey Knippen. And in the sophomore, Abby Akamine, sophomore starter out of Hawaii. And number 32, a junior, Kristen Luersman from Fort Jennings, 5'10". And also number 44, a sophomore, Brooke Allen out of Woodmore High School. Brooke Allen, number 44. Those are the starters: Serban, Knippen, Akamine, Luersman, and Allen. And now our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. For the Ohio Wesleyan Battling Bishops, improved offensive production. They've struggled a little bit in putting points on the board. Do a good job on the boards. That's always a concern. And continue their good, strong defensive play. For the home team, the Ohio Northern Polar Bears win the defensive board battle. It's something they've been able to do this season. Also contain the inside play of Schipfer and Dennison, and then handle the changing defenses of Ohio Wesleyan. Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Ohio Wesleyan with the basketball. Underway here at Ohio Northern University. First quarter of action. First home game of the season right before the Thanksgiving holiday for Ohio Northern. Jump shot no good by Schipfer, and here come the Polar Bears. Up court quickly. Akamine back out, looks down low as Allen tried to take the pass from Luersman. Polar Bears will maintain it. Luersman takes the 3, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Casey Schipfer. Up court quickly come the Battling Bishops. Back over to the left side, Griner to the side, trying to get the motion going in the passing game, but there's going to be a foul that'll go against Abby Akamine. Akamine with the first personal. Off the bench comes number 14, Mackenzie Soprano, into the lineup quickly for the Polar Bears. Freshman out of Cutler High School, or out of Waterloo rather, from Cutler. And with the basketball is Holman. Holman goes inside, back out to Schipfer. Schipfer pushes in the corner to Holman. Holman shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. Ohio Northern will have the basketball. Officials for this afternoon's contest: Brett Barnes, Jamie Cavalier, and Luke Chambers. Outside jump shot by Serban, no good. Rebound comes down to Schipfer. And a turnover by Schipfer. And Ohio Northern will have the basketball. Two teams with a turnover each here in the early going. Ohio Northern with the basketball. Allen out front, gets it down low to Luersman. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Griner. Here come the Battling Bishops. They'll move it to the right side. Holman wants to go inside. She'll pull it back up. Back out front, it goes to Griner. Schipfer, short jump shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Mackenzie Soprano. Here come the Polar Bears. Knippen back over to Luersman. Number 10 is Knippen with it. They'll go down low into the post to Allen. She'll lose the basketball. And the foul is going to go against Ohio Northern. That'll go against Brooke Allen. That'll be her first. Team's second. 7.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of play from the newly renovated Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Schipfer back over to Dennison, tries to go inside. Back over to Griner. Holman tries to take it to the baseline, up and in, and there's our first score. 7:10 to go on the board, and Wesleyan goes up on Northern 2-0. Bryn Serban, 10-footer, shot no good, rebound. It'll come down to Schipfer. Here comes Holman. Back over to Schipfer. Schipfer goes to the left side. Back out front it comes to Griner. Long three. Dennison, no good. Good position inside. Kristen Luersman. And Ohio Northern comes back on the attack. Serban to the baseline. Cut off there by Holman. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Should be Ohio Northern basketball. Layla Dials into the Ohio Northern lineup. Out front, Soprana. Back over to Serban. Wants to go inside. Gets it back out to Dials, but she'll take a step. Also into the lineup, number 25, a junior, Grace Deans. 5'11" out of Avon.
47.
Into the lineup for the Polar Bears. Elizabeth Holman gets it to Casey Schipfer. Schipfer out of Mechanicsburg gets it over to teammate Griner. They work the perimeter. Holman into the lane. That's what they want. Off the glass, up and in. Holman with the score, and Ohio Wesleyan up 4-0. Outside Serban, and there's Ohio Northern's first points of the quarter in the game. 5:55 to go, opening quarter of play, as Serban, nothing but net, and it's 4-3 on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Baseline, Holman up, shot no good, scrap for the rebound. Grace Dean pulls it down. Here come the Polar Bears. Serban, Dials, shot no good, rebound. I'll tell you, Casey Schipfer does do a wonderful job on the boards. Holman takes it inside, pulls it back out, gets it to Ross, top of the key, shot no good. Tip back to Ohio Northern, and that's Kristen Luersman with the basketball. Dials with it out front. Gets it to Dean. Dean tries to go into the lane, and let's see what the call is. Could be a blocking foul inside on Carly Ross. Got a break in the action. 4:59 to go. First quarter play from Ohio Northern. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 4, Ohio Northern 3. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Ohio Northern finds himself down by a point to Ohio Wesleyan 4-3, as you can see, with 4:59 to go, our first quarter of action. Early going, Ohio Wesleyan 2 out of 8 from the field. Ohio Northern even chillier at 1 out of 6. From behind the arc, Ohio Northern's field goal was a three-pointer, so they're 1 out of 4. The Battling Bishops 0 for 3. Ohio Northern with 3 turnovers. Ohio Wesleyan with 1. So to the line will step Grace Dean for Ohio Northern.
Grace Dean at the line, 2 shots.
Taking a look at rebounding, and Casey Schipfer for Ohio Wesleyan already has 4. In fact, has 4 out of her team's 5 rebounds as Grace Dean connects on the free throw, and we are tied at 4. Second free throw, a little bit too strong. Rebound Ohio Wesleyan. Out front is Dennison. Gets it to Schipfer, trying to work inside. They'll take it back out. Ross with it. Schipfer now, she'll work the baseline. Back over to Ross, off the glass, no good. Rebound, there's Bryn Serbin. Serbin with a rebound, up court quickly. Serbin, she'll go to her right, into the lane, and she'll draw the foul. A foul will go against number 12, Elena McMullen.
And the line for the Polar Bears, number 44 is Brooke Allen. At the line for the Polar Bears, Bryn Serbin.
Allen will return to the lineup as Serbin misses the free throw, and we're still tied at 4-all on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Second free throw, and Serbin will connect. 90% free throw shooter coming into today's game. Host of substitutes coming in for Ohio Northern. In fact, 4 subs will come in here on the next dead ball. Ohio Wesleyan. Out front is Ross. And Carly Ross slips inside. She's averaging 7.8 points per game, and she'll give Ohio Wesleyan the 1-point lead. 3:52 to go, first quarter. Bryn Serbin. They'll get it to the corner. Shot no good there by Soprano. Rebound inside by Peyton Warnicki, but it comes away to Ohio Wesleyan, and up court quickly comes McMullen. Back out front, Ross. Inside shot, and it's good as Grace Sempenfeller with the score. Freshman for Ohio Wesleyan just into the lineup. Down court, short jumper is good off the glass. Nice shot by Layla Dials, her first basket. And it's 8-7, Ohio Wesleyan with that 1-point lead. From behind the arc, shot no good by Sempenfeller.
Wesleyan, number 15, Wilson Griner, and the wholesale changes for the Polar Bears.
Lots of substitutes in the game for Ohio Northern. Inside turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Brooke Allen. Jada Benjamin with it for the Polar Bears. Lorenzen back over to Akamine. It's going to go out of bounds. So Ohio Northern turns 1 point lead as McMullen will bring it up. Right side, Sempenfeller. No man's land, gets it back out. Long jumper, no good by Dennison. They'll get the rebound. They'll set it back up. Dennison with it, working in the corner to Sempenfeller. Shot clock coming down to 5 seconds. From the corner, jump shot McMullen, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Ohio Wesleyan. As Elizabeth Holman will come back into the lineup. And Casey Schipfer will catch a breather. Inbounds pass, Elizabeth Holman for Ohio Wesleyan.
Full shot clock. Go first. Go.
Holman gets it out front. McMullen, they'll work the perimeter. Holman will have it. Back over to the left side, and Semptonfeller. Dennison with it now. Dennison top of the key. Holman wants to go inside. Benjamin will cut her off. Long range three, and it's good as Lauren Dennison, or make that Gracie Semptonfelter with the basket and the score, and Ohio Wesleyan goes up 11-7. Semptonfelter with the score from three-point range for Ohio Wesleyan. Inside feed. Shot up and in. Brooke Allen with the score. 6'1" sophomore. Makes it 11-9. Inside feed. Nice pass. Alyssa Griner with the basket. Assist Dennison. Dennison goes for the steal. Turnover Ohio Northern. Dennison pull a jumper and she'll score. That's going to make it 15-9 as we're coming into the final seconds of quarter number one. And Ohio Wesleyan changing defenses beautifully, applying pressure to Ohio Northern as Benjamin will handle it. Akamine, number 13, with it briefly. Back over inside. Dennison looks for teammate Luersman, but it's a turnover. And Ohio Northern plagued by some miscues here at the end of quarter number one. Dennison's three short. Holman with the rebound puts it up and in, and Ohio Wesleyan jumps to an 8-point lead here as you can see, the clock counts down. From the corner, shot no good. Scrap for the rebound. Holman will come up with it. Final shot of the first quarter is short. First quarter will end in Ohio Wesleyan 17, Ohio Northern 9. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
Back here, second quarter of action about to begin from the Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Taking a look at the shooting stats, Ohio Northern only 3 out of 10 from the field, 1 out of 6 from behind the arc. At the free throw line, 2 out of 4. Ohio Wesleyan, on the other hand, 8 out of 19, 42%, 1 out of 7 from behind the arc, and have yet to shoot any free throws. Board battle relatively even. Ohio Wesleyan with a slight edge at 10-9. Take a look here at turnovers when we get a chance. Shot no good, as Knippen shot a little bit short. Here come the battling Bishops. Back out to Holman. Holman back over to the left side. Griner with the jump shot, and 19-9. Ohio Wesleyan really picking it up. Serban out front. Back over to Dean. And we've got a turnover by the Polar Bears. Turnovers so far, well, that's the big difference in this game. That was Ohio Northern's 8th turnover, and Ohio Wesleyan only has 1. And Ohio Wesleyan has scored 10 points so far off of Ohio Northern turnovers. Big stat here in the first half of action. Kelsey Wolf into the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan. She's number 1, as Guskoff has it. also into the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan. Soprano with the rebound. Here comes Serban. Bryn brings it across the timeline. She surveys the defense. She goes left into the lane, makes the move, shot off target, but she'll draw the foul. Foul will go against Kelsey Wolf. That'll be Wolf's first. And that's going to put Bryn Serban at the line. And she connects. Second free throw, also good. 3 out of 4 at the line and 6 points for Bryn Serban. That makes it an 8-point Ohio Wesleyan lead. Holman out of Anderson High School in Cincinnati with it. Back over to Griner. Holman will take the shot. No good. Rebound. Nice rebound. And needed by Kristen Lursman. Here come the Polar Bears. Knippen, number 10. Serban will have it. Working hard as Soprano. Short jumper is good. And Mackenzie Soprano, averaging 5.3 points per game, hits the bucket. Lead now at 6 for Ohio Wesleyan. More subs coming in here in a moment as Casey Schiffer, the junior, connects, averaging 15.6 points per game, and you can see why. Nice player out of Mechanicsburg. Out front it goes to Lursman. Soprano back to Serban. Inside feed, Lursman, and she'll draw the foul as Ohio Northern begins to take the ball inside a little bit more often. 21-13. Let's take a look at that one more time. Serban, nice feed inside. And the foul on Ohio Wesleyan. So that's going to send Kristen Lursman, a junior out of Fort Jennings, to the free throw line. She'll connect. 7 out of 10 on the season, so right at 70%. Averages 12 points on the season and 10 rebounds. And she'll convert the second free throw. Ohio Wesleyan's lead now at 6. Elizabeth Holman directing the offense for Ohio Wesleyan. Out front, Griner over to the left side. Shoot it over to Mia Guskoff, and in the corner deep with it, number 1, Kelsey Wolf. Holman into the lane, gets it back out to Guskoff. Shot no good, rebound. Comes down to Soprano. Serban up court. Serban shifts gears into the lane. There's the feed. Allen up and in. Brooke Allen. Nice move inside. Shot falls. And it's 21-17. Lead now to 4 for Ohio Wesleyan. Inside shot no good by Schiffer. Battle for the rebound. Going to be a jump ball.
Possession, Ohio Wesleyan. In the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan,
number 44, Lauren Dennison, returns to the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan. Averages 11.4 points per game. Outside jump shot, no good by Guskoff. Here come the Polar Bears trying to cut further into that Ohio Wesleyan lead. Serban will pull it up. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Back out front, Soprano. Allen with the basketball. Inside, turnaround jumper, no good by Lursman. Ohio Wesleyan will grab the rebound. Holman working inside on Serban. Back out to Dennison, short jumper off the glass. Serban's going to grab that loose basketball. Here come the Polar Bears. Serban wants to keep it up tempo and get it into the lane. Dumps it off to teammate Allen. Shot doesn't go. Boy, they could have cut that in, that lead even further. Griner took an extra step, but no call. Rebound Number 15, Alyssa Griner.
In the lineup for the Polar Bears, number 13, Abby Akamine.
Akamine back into the lineup for Ohio Northern. She's number 13. Serban. Wesleyan goes into some pressure defense. Holman tips it away. Ohio Northern turnover. Up court quickly. Holman. Polar Bears have pulled to within 4 points. We've got 5 minutes to go here in the first half. There's the steal. Bryn Serban going to try to take it up against Holman and does. Makes it a 2-point game. 10 steals on the season, make it 11 for Serban. Timely one for Ohio Northern. Schipfer. Shot no good. Rebound. Great position inside by Brooke Allen. Up court. It's going to be a little long. Dials tried to bring it in. Another Ohio Northern turnover. Semptonfelter gets it up court. Into the offense. There's Dennison. Goes into the lane. Turnaround. Right-handed shot. No good. Schipfer gets it, but Allen will draw the foul. Foul will go against Brooke Allen. Clock at 4:15. What a hectic pace here in this one. We've got a break in the action as well with 4:15 to go in the first half. Ohio Northern will take the timeout. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 21, Ohio Northern 19. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course. It's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at Ohio Northern University's, I like to say, newly renovated Sports Center. Nice looking facility, some new seats, some new backdrops. Facility looking top notch as we play the first women's basketball home game of the season. Ohio Northern plagued by turnovers here with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. The battling Bishops of Ohio Wesleyan keeping the tempo up, and Ohio Northern has 10 turnovers so far, which cannot please head coach Mark Hilsman at all. Ohio Wesleyan with 2, and those points off turnover very much in Ohio Wesleyan's favor with 10. Rebound battle is pretty much even. Ohio Northern has 16, while Ohio Wesleyan has 15. As Casey Schipfer steps to the line and misses the second one. Grace Dean with the Ohio Northern rebound. 3-point lead for Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Northern will set it back up. Bryn Serban, she's the leader of the offense for Ohio Northern. Dean looks inside. Serban for the tie. It's too strong. Ball's going to bounce away to Schipfer. And here comes Holman. Holman shoots it up court to Semptonfelter, but they'll get it back and across. Dennison takes the pass from Holman, tries to work it inside. There's Schipfer, and nice play. And nice offensive set by Ohio Wesleyan. And they go back up by 5 and apply pressure on Ohio Northern. Layla Dials, number 12, into the lineup for Ohio Northern. She has the basketball. Akamine over in the far corner for Ohio Northern. Out front is Dials. Serban connects. It's a 3, and it pulls the Polar Bears to within 2. Serban with 11 points so far tonight. Loose basketball. Ohio Northern will tip it back in, but Dennison will have it. Back over to Holman. Holman into the lane. Shot no good. rebound battle. Dennison will take the pass inside the lane. The Battling Bishops go short jumper. Carly Ross, and the sophomore, makes it 26-22. She's got 4 points here so far for the Battling Bishops. Senior Bryn Serbin. Akamine into the lane, back over to Serbin. In and out. Battle for the rebound. And Peyton Warnicki in the lineup. Has her hands on it. More substitutes back in for Ohio Northern as Jada Benjamin returns to the lineup, as does Kristen Luersman. One more sub. Didn't quite catch that one. 4-point lead, Ohio Wesleyan. I believe Casey Knippen back into the lineup for Ohio Northern. Knippen out of Ottoville High School here in Northwest Ohio. Number 10, there's a turnover, and Dennison going the length of the court. Back over to Schipfer, and Schipfer makes a nice move inside, and the junior for Ohio Wesleyan will draw the foul. Foul will go against Grace Dean. That's her first. Only the team's second. 1:55 to go in the first half of play. Casey Schipfer, she'll connect on the free throw. Inside it goes to Dials in the center of the court. Luersman gets it back over to Benjamin. Benjamin to Dials. Now Benjamin into the corner. It goes to Knippen. Back out front. It comes to Dials. Benjamin looks inside. Dean moving back and forth from the baseline. Benjamin, as the shot clock expires, all hits the cable to the hoop, the backboard. So Ohio Northern will lose the basketball, and Ohio Wesleyan trying to advance that 6-point lead. Serbin, quick break, she'll come back in. And the Polar Bears hope to have 4 of their 5 starters back into the lineup right now. Clock set at 24 seconds and 1:15 to go here in the half. Holman out front, gets it back over to Dennison. Dennison looks inside. She'll go to the left side. And teammate Ross. And now Schipfer. Dennison. Long range shot by Semptenfelter. Gracie Semptenfeller with the basket, and Ohio Wesleyan with that 3 now leads by 9. Out front now, they go inside. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Ohio Wesleyan. Alyssa Greiner will come back in for Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Northern finds himself by 9. Head coach Mark Hilsman said Ohio Wesleyan, a very, very strong team, and the Battling Bishops certainly playing that way here in the first half here at the Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Have a 9-point lead, 20 seconds to go. First half. Holman for 3, got it. Elizabeth Holman, the junior, connects. Averaging 7.6 points per game. Knippen shot no good. Final seconds counting down. At midcourt, shot goes up. by number 14, Semptenfelter. No good, but the first half ends with Ohio Wesleyan in command. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 34, Ohio Northern 22. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Back here at Ohio Northern University Sports Center, Ohio Wesleyan, the largest lead of the first half right at halftime. They lead 34-22, a 12-point lead over the Polar Bears, as Ohio Wesleyan's played very well here, especially near the end of the second quarter. Let's take a look at our first half statistics, brought to you by Wagner's IGA. 14 out of 36 from the field, Ohio Wesleyan. 3 out of 12 from behind the arc. 3 out of 4 at the line. Take a look at rebounds. 2 teams just about even. Ohio Northern with a slight 19-18 edge. Ohio Northern 7 out of 21 from the field. 2 out of 12 from three-point range. 6 out of 8 at the line. But as you can tell, that bottom line there, turnovers, that is the big difference in this one. Ohio Northern had some problems with Ohio Wesleyan's press, especially near the end of the second quarter or the first half of today's game. 13-2 is the difference. And boy, you take a look at a couple of statistics, just jump right out at you. Points off turnovers for Ohio Wesleyan, 18 out of their 34 points off of turnovers. So that's a big stat as we move into the second half, and that's something that the Polar Bears are going to have to correct as we start quarter number 3. They'll have the basketball. They work it inside. Shot up and in as Brooke Allen picks up the basket. Another big stat that stands out at you as well is Ohio Wesleyan has scored 20 points in the paint compared to 10 for Ohio Northern. Make that 12 after the Allen basket. So here we go. 10-point difference. Ohio Wesleyan with the basketball. Dennison with the shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Ohio Northern and Bryn Serbin. Let's see what the Polar Bears can do. Inside, shot no good by Luersman. And it's going to go out of bounds and tipped away by Ohio Wesleyan. There's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Carly Ross, a sophomore out of Fort Fry High School in Beverly, Ohio. Inbounds pass Lursman, shot up and in, and Kristen Lursman with the basket, and quickly the lead is into single digits at 8 points, 34-26. Ohio Northern will have to dig in on defense. Out front, Dennison. There's Griner with it. Holman, boy, she had a nice first half for Ohio Wesleyan. Schipfer, she'll connect. Another nice looking player is Casey Schipfer, and the lead goes back up to 10 points. Servin brings it up court. Schipfer with 7 points, but nice balance for Ohio Wesleyan here so far in today's game. Turnover, Polar Bears. Here comes Dennison. They want to get it up court quickly. Dennison gets it to Holman. Inside, Griner double teamed. They'll get it back out. Holman almost took the shot. Finds her teammate Ross on the baseline. Turnaround jumper is good, and Carly Ross hits a 10-footer, and it's 38-26. Ohio Northern trails by 12. Bryn Servin. Back over number 13, Abby Akinime. As Servin will handle it out front. Akamine. Jumper is good, and Abby connects. Her first points the night come at an opportune time, and Akamine with the big field goal. Dennison, top of the key. Back over to Griner. Holman looking for Dennison over to the right side. Goes down low to Schipfer, and she connects. 40-29 on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Servin back over to Knippen. Knippen inside. Allen trying to go inside, or rather make that Lursman. Lursman will draw the foul and go to the line. That's going to go on number 15, Alyssa Griner. Lursman goes to the line. We could almost tune into that conversation happening right in front of us as Ohio Wesleyan and the coach and the official discussing the last call. Lursman will connect. Kristen Lursman. She's got 6, half of her season's average. 40-31, 9-point difference. Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. Holman goes left side. Felter in the lineup. Turnover, Ohio Wesleyan, as Servin will handle it. Right side, goes into the lane, pushes it back out. Knippen, shot no good. Rebound battle. And Allen and Schipfer will come down with it, as Layla Dials will come in for Ohio Northern. Holman up court. Head coach Stacy Ungashik Lobdol shouting directions to her team. Dennison with the shot, no good. Rebound, Lursman, balancing act up court. Akamine goes inside, tried to dish it off. It's going to go out of bounds, looking for teammate Brooke Allen. Grace Dean will come in as Allen goes out. 5:55 to go here, third quarter action. Holman looks to the corner. Griner out front, but Holman goes inside. Beautiful move. Elizabeth Holman, the junior guard, at 5'4", sneaks inside. She's got 11. Akamine gets it back over to Servin. Akamine with it. Looks inside. Ball tipped away. Substitute here for Ohio Wesleyan. Well, both teams going to make some subs here. Jada Benjamin. Mackenzie Soprano will come in for Ohio Northern. So Benjamin, a sophomore out front. There you see her, number 4, guarding Holman. Back over to the left side it goes. That's Semptenfelter inside. Shot no good, rebound. Luersman has it. Benjamin with it for the Polar Bears. Over on the right side is Dials. Benjamin will get it out front to Luersman. Luersman will handle it. Dean has it. Tries to make a move inside. Benjamin back over to Allen. Looks inside. Dean pushes it back out. Short jumper. Soprano. Mackenzie Soprano with the bucket. She's got 4 points. Lead back to 9. Ohio Wesleyan in command so far. Schipfer back over to the right side. Semptenfelter. Say we got a break in the action with 4:29 to play. Our score, third quarter action, Ohio Wesleyan 42, Ohio Northern 33. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Ohio Northern down by 9. Timeout on the court, and you can see Ohio Wesleyan head coach Stacy Ungashik-Lobdol encouraging her team to play defense, move the defense. That's her instruction. We've got pretty good understanding of what she wants her team to do. Ohio Northern will have the basketball as Bryn Serbin will bring it up court, the senior guard for Ohio Northern. Gets it over to Luersman, left side, and Soprano. They try to go inside to Grace Dean. Foul is going to go on number 24. That'll be Elizabeth Holman. That's her first. Her and Schipfer both have 11 points each, followed closely by Gracie Simptonfelter with 8. Inside bucket, Serbin. Bryn Serbin, let's look at that one more time. What a nice move by the senior guard. Chance for a three-point play as the foul goes against Schipfer. Beat Dennison, and she'll shoot the free throw, and she'll connect. $14 points for Serbin in this one. Senior guard, good performance. They look inside. That's going to be a turnover. Gracie Semptonfelter just doing the balancing act along the inbound line. We've got a timeout. Ohio Wesleyan will take the timeout, and we'll keep it right here and remind you that today's game brought to you by John and Tony's Restaurant, Four Seasons drive-thru, Jalapeno's Mexican Grill, whatever cards and games, and NKTelco, all bringing you this afternoon's game between Ohio Wesleyan and Ohio Northern University. Additional sponsors, whatever cards and games, Four Seasons drive-thru, Jalapeno's Mexican Grill with locations in Ada and Shawnee, and Northwest Ohio Liquidations. Tuesday before the Thanksgiving holiday. That's the reason for the afternoon game here from Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Also, I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of today's women's basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tuesday, November 29th at 5 p.m. Saturday, December 3rd at 10 a.m. And you can watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Ohio Northern's going to look at some pressure defense after the timeout by Ohio Wesleyan. Lead at 6 points for the battling Bishops. Ohio Northern trying to cut into it as they break the press. Bryn Serban out front with it. Her ongoing battle with Elizabeth Holman. Serban back over to the left side. It goes. Dials gets it inside to Dean. Wants to make the move. Dials will have it in the corner. Nice move. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Luersman. They'll get it back out front. 18 seconds plus on the shot clock. Serban out front. Soprano to her right. Serban goes inside. Dean, the 15-footer. Shot no good. Serban with the rebound. Puts it up and in. 16 points for Bryn Serban. Looking for their turnover, and they come up with it. Serban comes up with a loose basketball. Motors down court. Shot no good. Follow-up Soprano. And Ohio Northern has moved to within 2 points. Momentum shifting to the Polar Bears. Holman, right side. Griner wants to go inside. They'll get it back out. Dennison pushes it all the way back out to Holman. Griner on the left side. McMullen in the lineup. She'll take the shot. No good. Serban somehow comes down with a rebound. Here comes the break. Serban goes left. Tries to work the baseline. They'll bring it back out. Inside the lane. Short jumper by Dials. Let's see what the call is here. That's going to be a player control foul against Ohio Northern. Let's take another look at that one here on our replay. 42-40. 2-point difference in this one. Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. Holman will have it out front. Semptonfeller back over to Dennison. Schiffer wants to go inside. In trouble. Ball taken away. Great defense by Kristen Luersman. Up to Serban. Taken away by Holman, but she's on the line. And Ohio Northern will still have an opportunity to tie it or take the lead. There you see it, 1:56 to go on the John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Carly Ross returns to the lineup. Schiffer will catch a breather. Minute 56 to go, third quarter action. Women's basketball from Ohio Northern. Soprano back over to Serban. Serban wants to go into the lane, cut off there. Soprano shot for the lead, doesn't fall, and it's tipped out of bounds by Grace Dean as she crashed the boards. So Ohio Wesleyan survives that attack by Ohio Northern. Up by 2, battling Bishops with the basketball. Back over to the right side is Holman. Back out front it goes. They'll work it to Dennison. Dennison trying to go inside. Luersman comes up to help Soprano. They get it back over to Griner. Griner cut off there. Short jumper, no good, off balance. Not a good shot. Good defense by Ohio Northern. Serban up court at the arc. Luersman. She'll go to the right side, motions to her teammate Dials to go out front. Dean will have it. Serban gets it back over to Soprano. Serban, Soprano. Left side Dials. Dials wants to move inside. Take that jump shot. No good. Gets her own rebound at the buzzer. Is it good? No, it's not. And Ohio Wesleyan will maintain the lead. Shot went, but it was after the buzzer sounded on the shot clock as we have 45 seconds remaining here in period number 3. So close for Ohio Northern. Dennison back out Holman. Shot is good, and it's a 3, and it's 45-40. Ohio Northern so close, but now it's a 5-point difference. Polar Bears go back to work. Shot clock almost mirroring the scoreboard clock with 12 seconds. About 0.2 of a second difference. Inside goes Dean. Got it. Grace Dean. Nice move. Left-handed shot. 3-point difference. At the buzzer. No good. What a finish in the third quarter. We'll move on to our final minutes of action here at Ohio Northern. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 45, Ohio Northern 42. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here at Ohio Northern University, it's a battle here as we've reached the final 10 minutes of this one. Ohio Wesleyan clinging to a 45-42 lead. Ohio Northern thought for a moment at the 45-second mark they had tied it up, but the shot came after the play clock. And then Ohio Wesleyan came back and hit the 3 to up the lead to 5, but right now it's a 3-point difference. Ohio Northern with the basketball, Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. 45-42. Serban goes inside to Luersman. Akamine shot just a little bit short. Out of bounds off Ohio Wesleyan. Serban will throw it in. 16 points for Bryn Serban, the senior leader. Akamine, pass taken away. Here comes Ohio Wesleyan. Out front ship for Dennison. 15-footer. It rolls home. 47-42. He's got 4 points. Does Dennison. I'll make that 8 points, excuse me. Akamine back out front. Serban going into the lane. Akamine back out front. Luersman gets it to Brooke Allen. Nice move by the sophomore Allen. And the assist, of course, a beautiful one, and it's a 3-point difference. Ohio Wesleyan still with that lead. Ship for a 15-footer. No good. Rebound, Knippen. Knippen back out to Serban. Serban's been the offensive leader for Ohio Northern here today. No foul, no harm. Here's the fast break. Griner. Nice defensive play by Akamine. And Griner called for the foul. That's Alyssa Griner for Ohio Wesleyan. That'll be her third. Jada Benjamin back into the lineup for Ohio Northern. Kristen Luersman will inbound it. Here comes the battling Bishop's pressure. Luersman working it down the middle. Benjamin will have it to the left side. Back over to Allen. Inside it goes to Luersman, and Ohio Wesleyan will tip it out of bounds. Brooke Allen with 4 out of 5 from the field and 8 points for Ohio Northern. Benjamin has it back out front. They'll go inside, and Allen will connect. 1 point lead for Ohio Wesleyan. Dennison into the lane. Ullman gets it over to Sempton-Felter. And Sempton-Felter, boy, hits a big one at the right time. Three-pointer makes it 50-46. Benjamin. Clock at 7:26 on the John and Tony scoreboard. Inside, Brooke Allen. Allen now with 12 points. Schipfer inside, off glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, but we've got a foul. That's who they call it against. That's going to go against Akamine. Abby Akamine gets the foul.
That's her second, team first. In the lineup for the Polar Bears, number 12, Layla Dials. Number 25.
Dials and Dean come back in for Ohio Northern, as does Mackenzie Soprano.
Casey Schipfer, 2 shots.
Schipfer at the line, and she'll connect. (51-48). Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. Second free throw is good. Schipfer now with 13 points. Put together a nice game for Ohio Wesleyan. Averages 15 plus, so she nears her average. Benjamin back over to Luersman into the lane. It's going to be tipped away. It's going to be lost out of bounds by Luersman. Thought it was tipped there for a moment by Ohio Wesleyan. 4-point lead for Ohio Wesleyan. Peyton Warnicki and Bryn Serban will come back in. Peyton Warnicki, a junior out of Ottawa Glandorf, 5'9", will get some playing action here as we hit the 6:45 mark of quarter number 4. Pick and roll, shot doesn't go by Ross. And it's going to be a jump ball. And let's see the.
In the lineup for the Polar Bears, number 44 is Brooke Allen.
Have a brief timeout. We got somebody.
Off the help, ball possession, Wesleyan.
So Ohio Wesleyan will injury there for Ohio Northern. So Ohio Wesleyan will inbound it. Schipfer. Jump shot Ross, no good. Rebound Ohio Northern, and Peyton Warnicki just into the lineup with a rebound. Serban up quick, court quickly to Soprano. Serban looks inside, gets it back over to Warnicki. Warnicki goes inside. Serban out front, working on Holman. That's been a battle all night. This time Serban wins it. 52-50. She's got 18. Ohio Wesleyan lead at 2 points. Sempton-Felter. Holman with it now. She looks inside. Nothing but white there as Ohio Northern covers it up. Sempton-Felter connects again. Gracie Sempton-Felter came into today's game. What, 2 out of 6 from 3-point range? Have to check the numbers on that as that 3-pointer goes off. Soprano with the rebound. Turnaround jump shot, Dials. Layla Dials puts it up and in. Dials averaging 7 points on the season. She has 4 right now as Ross has the basketball in the corner for Wesleyan. Back over to Holman. Holman's going to take it. Shot no good. Rebound. It's going to come down to Mia Guskoff, who's into the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan. And jump ball, and it favors Ohio Northern this time as they'll have possession. Trail by 3. Serban will have it. Warnicki also helping Serban out in the backcourt. Serban baseline. Dials, short jumper, got it. Layla Dials cuts it to 1 point. Ohio Northern cannot quite get past that 1 point difference. They led way back at the beginning of this afternoon's contest as Schiffer with the shot, no good. Rebound, great position there by number 14, Mackenzie Soprano, the freshman at 5'5". Let's take a look at that one again. Schefter gets a good shot, but there you see the position and the foul. We got a break in the action with 4:34 to go. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 55, Ohio Northern 54. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Back here at Ohio Northern University, timeout takes place, 4:34 to go. Ohio Northern trailing by only 1 point. Taking a look at some of the scoring here this afternoon, Bryn Serban leads all scorers, and Ohio Northern with 18 points, 6 out of 13 from the field, 2 out of 5 from behind the arc, 4 out of 5 at the line, and she's also tied with the lead in rebounds with 7. Mackenzie Soprano also with 7, as is Kristen Luersman. She also has 7. Brooke Allen, 6 out of 7 shooting from the field and has 12 points. Serban, of course, also has 5 assists. Boy, just a well-balanced game by the senior guard for Ohio Northern. Polar Bears with the basketball and a chance to take the lead, but the foul will come first as Lauren Dennison.
Ohio Wesleyan is on number 44, Lauren Dennison. That's her first.
That'll be her first foul, so Ohio Northern will inbound it. Soprano to toss it in. Serban with it. Holman on her. Serban will bring it out, set this up. Plenty of time, 4:22 to play. Shot clock at about 15 seconds and counting down. Serban, big possession, Ohio Northern. Soprano into the lane. Allen gets it back out to the corner. Dials will move the baseline. Shot is going to be short. Nice defense there by Dennison, and the battling Bishops have the rebound. Holman pushes it up court, but they almost lose it, but they get it back out front. Schiffer into the lane. Oh, what a nice move by Casey Schiffer.
Polar Bears foul is on number 14, Mackenzie Soprano. That's her first, team second.
Casey Schiffer made a real nice move to the hoop, and she'll go to the line. 5 out of 6 so far today is Schiffer. 11 rebounds for the afternoon for the junior out of Mechanicsburg. 2-point difference. Wesleyan trying to apply some pressure after the made free throw. Northern will handle it. Serban back over to Dials. Shot no good, and there she is. Schiffer, rebound number 12. Holman goes to her left. Back over to Dennison. Semptenfelter gets it back out. Holman trying to work it inside the lane. There's the feed, shot up and in.
Basketball, Casey Schiffer.
Schiffer, she's got 16 now, and the lead is at 4 for Ohio Wesleyan. Serban Back over to Allen out front. Serban looks inside. Grace Dean with it. Dials runs the cut. Serban takes the three. Shot no good. Rebound. Shifter loses it, but Holman will come down with it. There's the feed, and with the bucket on the breakaway is Carly Ross. Ross with 8 points, and lead jumps to 6 points. Timeout, Ohio Northern. Polar Bears will have to take the timeout with 2:36. Our score, Ohio Wesleyan 60, Ohio Northern 54. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
Ohio Northern calls the timeout. Now they have the basketball, down by 6 points. And a whistle on a foul. Player control foul against Grace, number 32, Kristen Luersman. So foul goes against Luersman away from the basketball. So Ohio Wesleyan will have it. And 28 seconds will go on the shot clock. 60-54. Ohio Wesleyan holding off Ohio Northern here as we hit the 2:25 mark of this one. I thought for a moment Ohio Northern had that chance to finally take the lead, but Ohio Wesleyan hangs in there, up by 6 now with the basketball. Clock approaching 2 minutes. Shot no good. Rebound. Comes down to the Polar Bears. Akamine on the break. Got it! Abby Akamine with the layup. Big time play at the right opportunity for Ohio Northern. It's a 4-point difference out front, but this time the foul will be on Akamine.
Polar Bears foul goes on number 13, Abby Akamine. That's her third.
Akanime draws the foul. That'll be her third. She's got 5 points so far on the night. 4-point difference. Schiffer will inbound it right in front of us. Thanks for watching us here on NKTelco Sports. Great women's college basketball action from Ohio Northern University as Schiffer drives that baseline and gets the bucket for the Battling Bishops. 6-point defense. Ohio Northern crunch time. We're coming up on a minute. Ohio Northern will have to take the timeout one more time. We will keep it right here and remind you that this afternoon's game is brought to you by John and Tony's Restaurant, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Jalapenos Mexican Grill, Whatever Cards and Games, and NKTelco. Bring you today's contest between these two squads, Ohio Northern and Ohio Wesleyan. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of today's women's basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays Tuesday, November 29th at 5 p.m., Saturday, December 3rd at 10 a.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Ohio Northern, only a minute 27 to go. They trail by 6. 3 out of 19 from behind the arc for the Polar Bears. That's a chilly 15.8%. Akamine with the basketball, looks inside for Allen, but it's a turnover. Picked up by Semtenfelter. And Iowa Wesleyan content just to use a little bit of time off the clock. Allen goes for the steal and gets it and is fouled. That will go against Ohio Wesleyan. Gracie Semtenfelter. Semtenfelter. First personal, and Ohio Northern will have the basketball. Team fouls, both teams have 4. Got 1 minute to go in this one. Working the perimeter. Serban looks inside. Akamine. Serban tries to get it into Brooke Allen. Allen will come up with it. Akamine is going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line. Couple of subs coming in. Layla Dials and number 25, that's Grace Dean.
That's her second, team 5th. At the line for the Polar Bears, Abby Akamine.
Abby Akamine connects. Akamine with the free throw. 5-point difference on that John and Tony's Restaurant scoreboard. Second free throw, it's good as well, and Ohio Wesleyan will take the timeout. And it's 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as Ohio Wesleyan coach wants to discuss the final strategy with 38.4 seconds left on the clock. We'll take a look at some of the numbers here in today's contest. Ohio Wesleyan shooting 25 out of 60 from the field at 41.7%, 6 out of 18 from behind the arc, 6 out of 8 at the free throw line. At Northern, 22 out of 50 from the field, 3 out of 19 from behind the arc, and 11 out of 13 at the line. But the mark, the statistic that just glares at you from Ohio Northern's perspective is the 23 turnovers compared to only 7 for Ohio Wesleyan. And boy, when you look at points off of turnovers, 27 for the Battling Bishops. Big difference in this one has been the pressure defense applied by Ohio Wesleyan. Schiffer gets it into Dennison, immediately fouled there by Layla Dials. That'll be Ohio Northern's 5th, so not yet into the 1-and-1.
And number 10, Casey Connecting. At the line for Ohio Wesleyan, Carly Ross. 2 shots.
Has 2 shots for number 42. That's Carly Ross. Ross averaging 7.8 points per game. 5 out of 11 from the free throw line. Miss here, so it's 5 out of 12. So second free throw no good. Rebound comes down to Lursman. Lursman up to Serban. Serban's trying to go inside. She'll dump it off, and there it is. Brooke Allen. Timeout. Ohio Northern, they'll take the timeout, and we have a 2-point game, and we'll keep it right here as we've got an exciting finish coming up. 27 seconds left, so plenty of time with Ohio Wesleyan with a 2-point lead. 62-60, Battling Bishops over Ohio Northern as the Polar Bears try to post a rally here. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Ohio Northern's been led by Bryn Serban with 18 points on 6 of 14 shooting. Brooke Allen really come on strong here in the second half with 14 points. Abby Akamine has 7 points. Layla Dials with 6. Mackenzie Soprano Kristen Luersman all with 6 points, and Grace Dean has 3 to round out the scoring. Brooke Allen 7 out of 18 from the field, and Ohio Wesleyan will take a 30-second timeout to extend the timeout, so we'll keep it right here again. And let's take a look at Ohio Wesleyan scoring. Casey Schipper, 6 out of 11 from the field, 6 out of 8 at the line, and 12 rebounds. She's got 18 points. Gracie Semptonfelter, 4 out of 7 shooting from behind the arc, leads Ohio Wesleyan. She has 14 points. Elizabeth Holman, 6 out of 12 from the field, and 5 assists. She's the point guard for Ohio Wesleyan. She has 14. Carly Ross also has 8. Alyssa Greiner and Lauren Dennison with 4 each. So Ohio Wesleyan will inbound it. 28 seconds remain. Inbounds pass. Got a jump ball right in front of us. Great defensive reaction by Serban, Bryn Serban, and possession arrow favors Ohio Wesleyan, but now it doesn't. It's going to be a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be on 32, Kristen Luersman.
Kristen Luersman. That's her second.
As Brooke Allen will come back into the lineup, as does Casey Knippen.
Alyssa Greiner, 2 shots.
Greiner will connect. Makes it a 3-point game. 25 seconds to go. Greiner hits them both. 67% free throw shooter. And Ohio Northern will take the timeout. 64-60 with 25 seconds remaining. They got a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here as a 4-point difference in this one. 25 seconds to go, and Ohio Wesleyan with 2 big free throws there by Alyssa Greiner. She connects it on both of them out of Hayes High School. She's a hometown girl as far as Ohio Wesleyan is concerned. Came into today's game 10 out of 15 from the free throw line, and 2 out of 2 today, and has 6 points in those last 2 free throws. Very big for the Battling Bishops. Most of the statistics, rebound stats, pretty much even. 40. Well, actually, Ohio Northern has a pretty good sizable edge there. 41-24. Offensive boards 10-6 favors Ohio Northern. Defensive boards 31-18, but Ohio Northern just not able to connect on some outside shots, and then those turnovers just loom large. Let's see what happens here. 25 seconds to go. Luersman, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound to Ohio Wesleyan, trying to finish it off. There's the lead pass. Semptonfelter, shot doesn't go. Serban gets the rebound, gets it off to her teammate Knippen. Up court, Serban. 3-pointer, Akamine, shot no good, rebound no good, out of bounds. Ohio Northern hangs on to it, but there's only 1.5 seconds remaining in this one. Ohio Northern has used up their timeouts. Ohio Wesleyan still has one, but only 1.5 seconds remain. Inbounds pass. And that's going to be it, as Knippen cannot quite get it off. So our final score, Ohio Wesleyan 64, Ohio Northern 60. Tough loss for Ohio Northern. They tried to battle back, but Ohio Wesleyan does the job, creating lots of turnovers, and that's the difference in this one. We'll be back with our recap. Once again, our final score, Ohio Wesleyan 64, Ohio Northern 60. You're watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Four Seasons drive-thru, we have the coolest beverages in town and specials to satisfy all appetites.
Check out our Facebook page for all the details and times of Brandy's Pies. Get this great pizza by the slice or take home a whole pie. And don't forget his spectacular subs.
At Four Seasons drive-thru, we have all the supplies you need for game day celebrations.
Four Seasons drive-thru, 205 North Main Street in Ada. Great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
Go Bears!
Households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Ohio Wesleyan holds off Ohio Northern here at the Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Polar Bears pulled it within a point, had the basketball here late in the fourth quarter with an opportunity to take the lead, but it never materialized as Ohio Wesleyan uses some good changing defenses and pressure defenses to hold off the Polar Bears and take a 64-60 victory. Let's take a look at our final statistics here from the ONU Sports Center. Boy, you take a look at those numbers, and our numbers all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. You go right to the bottom figure, and that tells you the difference in this one. Turnovers, Ohio Northern with 23 turnovers. Ohio Wesleyan with pretty good floor game with only 7 turnovers. Ohio Northern won that rebound battle 44-24 or 25, but really that to little avail. Taking a look at the shooting, Ohio Northern 23 out of 54. The Battling Bishops 25 out of 61 from behind the arc, 33% for Ohio Wesleyan at 6 out of 18. Ohio Northern only 3 out of 21 at the line. Both teams do a pretty nice job. Ohio Northern 11 out of 13. While Ohio Wesleyan 8 out of 12. Nice win for the Battling Bishops. They even up their record at 3-3. Ohio Northern first loss of the season at 3-1. And Ohio Northern University head coach Mark Hilsman said the Bishops were for real, and they gave Ohio Northern all they could handle and come away with a victory here this afternoon. Taking a look at some individual scoring quickly. Bryn Serbin 6 out of 14. And ended up with 18 points, had 6 assists and 7 rebounds. Brooke Allen put together a very nice game, 7 out of 8 from the field and 14 points. Abby Akamine came up with 7 points. Layla Dials with 6, Mackenzie Soprano 6, Kristen Lorsman 6, Grace Dean with 3, Jada Benjamin Casey Knippen and Peyton Warnicke all played but did not score. Ohio Wesleyan led by Casey Schiffer with 18 points and 12 rebounds. Gracie Semptenfelter came off the bench and scored 14 points, hit 4 out of 7 from behind the arc, a major factor in today's win for Ohio Wesleyan. Elizabeth Holman had 14 on 6 out of 12 from the field. Carly Ross chipped in with 8 points. Alyssa Greiner only had 8 points, but she had a couple of big free throws there late in the contest to really help Ohio Wesleyan hold off Ohio Northern. So Lauren Dennison had 4 points, and good win for Ohio Wesleyan. After a tough tournament experience in St. Louis, Ohio Wesleyan comes back here right before Thanksgiving break and posts a 64-60 victory. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for today's game. John and Tony's Restaurant, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Alapino's Mexican Grill, Whatever Cards and Games, and NKTelco, our scoreboard sponsor, John and Tony's Restaurant. Additional sponsors, Whatever Cards and Games, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Jalapeno's Mexican Grill with locations in Ada and Shawnee, Northwest Ohio Liquidations. I'd like to also remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of today's women's basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Tuesday, November the 29th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, December the 3rd at 10 a.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here this afternoon. Our director tonight, Scott Robinson on the camera, Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Once again, our final score from the Ohio Northern University Sports Center. Ohio Wesleyan 64, Ohio Northern 60. You have been watching college basketball on NKTelco Sports.